Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to do this little guy's 4 and 5 month update. He probably won't do well in this video. He's in the age where he wants to move constantly, so he probably won't be in the video too long. Say hi. Say hi. As you can see, he's grabbing fingers. He's grabbing hair, earrings, everything else. That started about 4 months of age. His tone is looking to be actually pretty good. We have OT come in every 2 weeks, like, bi-weekly. So she looks for all the little milestones. Yeah, say hi. I'm gonna go put him down. He seemed to be getting real fussy, so I put him down in his swing. He loves his swing. He doesn't really like it when you put it too fast, but I usually keep it on like 1. And he loves looking at these. This swing it's a Fisher-Price rainforest. It has, you can turn this on and off, the mobile. It has different settings for sounds. And you can turn the volume up. Different ones. And then these are the levels. See, I have him at 3 because he doesn't really like it going too fast. And there he is. He also loves these Wubanubs. And it took me 3 kids to figure out that you could put them in their shirt and help them keep it in, because if you're a mom that uses these type of pacifiers, you know that it could definitely be a hassle of trying to help them keep it in. And he could still spit it out and it won't like choke him, like it's not tight. Like sometimes it'll just be sitting to the side. And he also likes a blanket on him to hold. He likes to hold things for comfort midline. And that's what makes him happy. You can tell he loves looking at these. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Sorry if I keep looking down. I'm going to be looking at my notes. There's a lot that started to happen in 4 months that started to really just pick up. And the best way for me to remember it is to write it down. So, the cardiologist update is the hole is narrowing, which is causing the blood to not flow as fast. It's not a permanent fix. They believe that it's tissue kind of filling the hole necessarily, like not permanently, but just kind of giving it, a little more narrow passage, which is a good thing. I mean, it's a great thing. It definitely helps him with, not being so tired and not an overflow of blood. So there's no really swelling in there. They took him off of the baby Lasix. Originally, she said 4 to 6 months that they were going to do the surgery to fill the hole. Now she is wanting to do year old. So 12 months is where she's shooting for. She gave us 4 doctors, within, like, I guess 4 hours from us. Which is good because I like to have options. We're going to meet with them closer to time and decide who we would like to go with. He, at his 4-month checkup, he was 4 pounds and 24 inches. No, not 4 pounds. What am I talking about? 14 pounds and 24 inches. We are giving him a probiotic every day just because I learned, even with my other kids, like, that definitely helps them in their tummy not to be so gassy and colicky. And I can definitely tell a difference. Like, there was a couple days that I missed, and I could tell a difference that day that he was a lot more uncomfortable. The doctor, the pediatrician, told us that she does not want us to start on any baby foods until 6 months and after our 6-month checkup, because she wants to make sure that his muscles are all working good in the throat and the mouth to cause to prevent causing aspiration on the food. So that was that, because sometimes kids want to they start them at 4 months or whatever. Like, I know my second kid, the milk was not cutting anymore, and we started him on baby food earlier. He did get sick literally the first day we took him off of the Lasix, and it really freaked us out because with the blood flow through the heart and everything spinning back and forth, he has some breathing noises that I thought was because we took him off the Lasix, honestly. I thought it was. I was scared of it. We debated on, should we call the doctor right now? It was like 2 a.m. And I just finally was like, you know what? I think that he's just congested, honestly. I was listening to him, and I work in the healthcare field, so I felt comfortable not taking him to the ER. We would debate it on it, honestly, but after me really just checking him out, turning the lights on, looking at him, he was not turning any color. He seemed to have perfect circulation and everything, so I just listened to his lungs and everything, and it sounded like he was just congested, and he was breathing fine. But we did end up getting the all-natural mom's cough and cold to try to, like, break up the mucus. I honestly don't know if it worked. It didn't really seem to do, like, too much good. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. He was taking 4 ounces up until, like a week ago. So up until, I would say, 5 months, it was like almost 5 months on the dot, 4 ounces was enough for him, and honestly, like, a little bit too much. Well, then one day, out of nowhere, it was just he needed more. So we tried 6 ounces. It was too much for him. He was spitting up a lot. A lot was coming out, and he was uncomfortable. So we do 5 ounces now. He is at 5 ounces of the Similac Pro formula. At the beginning, I didn't really talk about this, but I did kind of plan on making a video all about the bottles, but I am going to tell y'all that at the beginning, he had a problem almost sucking too hard. He would suck the bottle, and I was breastfeeding, and I was trying to continue breastfeeding, but we had a pump to make sure that he was getting enough milk. So I was trying to get I don't know what it would be called, like breast-fed baby bottles that are supposed to be the most natural, simulate the most, like, to be more similar to the breast, okay? And they didn't work. I mean, the high dollar ones, the Tommy Tippy, what is this one here? The Comatoma, this one, they just didn't work. He would suck so hard that it would, like, go in, like, the nipple would push in, and we were constantly having to pull it out and fix it, and it just was a mess. Like, I don't know, it was really bad. So we just kind of bared with it because we didn't really know what bottles to turn to. I had done some cheaper bottles before that were really gassy with my firstborn, and I didn't want to do that to him, so I just didn't change the bottle. We kept the ones that everybody raves about, and we just really thought about it every time I fed him, like, what could I do to fix this? So one time I was at my friend's and we left the bottle. We didn't know we were going to be there that long, so I had to run to the grocery store, and they had a Nuk bottle. My 1-year-old, transitioning him from his bottle to his sippy cup, we bought the Nuk cups because they were no spill. I mean, they're like amazing. They have a very soft tip, like a nipple, but it wasn't the shape of a nipple. It was like a sippy cup shape. And I mean, we loved it. So I was like, I'm getting this bottle. It was $8. But I knew that that was a good brand for cups, you know. We got this, and the way it's shaped was perfect for him. Something about the way it was shaped, it was flat on the bottom. It was almost like a pacifier looking nipple. And we just didn't use any other bottle. We got those bottles. We loved those bottles. I stand by those bottles. I will say that we lost it like a week ago. And so I pulled out the other two, the Komatoma and the Tommy Tippy, and you know, we had to use it until we found the Nooks. And because the Nook is hard to find, you have to be like really on the lookout. They're not going to just have them everywhere. They'll have the sippy cups, but they will not have the bottles everywhere, at least in my area of Florida. Anyway, so we had to use the bottle. The Komatoma is the one I started with, and he drank it fine. He drank it fine. It didn't really push in like it did before. He didn't make the smacking noise like he was making before. You know, it didn't drip down like it was before. So I don't know if it was just him getting used to, you know, sucking a bottle, because that's very possible. Like, it could have been that. But I just wanted to give y'all a heads up on that if y'all had that trouble before, because we definitely went through with the bottle situation. The therapy, the lady is a professional OT, like a licensed OT. She is really good with him. She says that he's doing really well, actually, and he's meeting his milestones. So for 3 to 4 months, he was smiling. He started to smile. He was laughing. And he likes me playing with, like, his mouth area. So we'd play with his cheeks, and I'm doing it to myself. It's funny looking, but, you know, we would just kind of play with his cheeks and, like, shake his cheeks. And he loves when we would, like, pinch his cheeks. Most kids don't like that. He loves it. He loves anything around here, like, just touching him, and just kind of, like, you know, I don't know, maybe it's a sensory thing, but he loves that. He also started lifting me, you know, he's lifting up. He's pushing up on his, first started forearms, now he's doing his actual hands and pushing up. It's not for as long as she would like it, so we have been working on that. But what I noticed was, when I started sitting him with my hands, and maybe y'all let me know if you want a video of, like, maybe a vlog of how I do this or whatever, but I started sitting him down and holding him, obviously, but that's still, like, with him sitting with me, it really gained his head control, which helped when he's pushing up, because what was happening was he would push up and he was so wobbling that he would turn over, and he just did it. He was being lazy. He was rolling over. And so when he finally got, like, the head control, he's definitely up on his arms longer. But we are now working on him pushing up on one arm at a time and grabbing things with the other arm. He is starting to do that actually, but we are working on that. So he grabs toys, he grabs fingers, hair, everything, pulling it off of you. Let's see what else. He really belly laughs. It is so cute. He laughs from his belly now. He's actually wearing more 6 to 9 month clothes, which is like typical. I mean, he's 5 months old, so he's wearing like 6 to 9 months. He can wear 3 to 6 still. He can definitely wear 3 to 6 pants. And we just started him in the cloth diapers, so it was longer than I expected to do. I expected about 3 months, but just with everything going on, my other 2 boys, like, just life, it took us a little while to kind of get in the swing of things because the baby is in our room, and so I had to split up the diapers to where my 1-year-old could wear them also. And so, just organizing that situation of like how we're gonna do the baby's diapers in here, how we're gonna do the 1-year-old's diapers in there, that whole thing. He seems to do good with it. He has more sensitive skin, definitely, than I'm used to with the other boys, so I have been looking out with different things. I mean, with cloth diapers, you're not really supposed to wash them with hard soap and things anyways, from what I've heard. I've done both ways with the soft, more gentle detergent and like Tide, and it doesn't seem to really make a difference from what I can tell. And I've been cloth diapering for like now 2 years, so I'm not really sure. But with the gentle detergent, I feel like I might have to start using that with Jensen because his skin is more sensitive. Maybe he'll grow out of that. I'm not sure. He doesn't really get a lot of diaper rash or anything, but he does get like the heat rash. He doesn't, with that, now that I said that, I thought of something else. He does get a heat rash and he gets hot, but he wants clothes on. He's not the baby that will walk around, or not walk around, but just chill around without a onesie. Like, he gets aggravated without a onesie. And I think maybe, like, because I know when I have, like, a tank top on or something and you feel something that just kind of get, like, itchy, I don't know. He's like, I like to have something touching me. And he does like something touching him. Like, he likes a barrier, and some of the exercises that we do with him on tummy time and stuff, we will put our arms next to him so he can have a barrier, which is why, and I'm just going to put a disclaimer out, you're not really technically supposed to let your kids sleep in these type of things like a DockATot, but with him, he really wants that security. He wants that security of something being next to him. That's why he holds his shirt. Even when his shirt's not on, he will hold his skin. Like, he wants security. So, we use this, which I don't know if I've showed you this, but this is the Northwell brand off of Etsy. It's what we put in his crib, and he sleeps right next to me. His crib's right next to me. Like, it's not a big deal right now, especially because he can move. Like, he rolls everywhere. That is one thing that started fairly recently. He rolls all over. You can put him on one side, and he will roll. By the time you turn your head and look back, he will have rolled all the way over to the other side of the carpet or blanket. He loves to roll.